Welcome back, everyone, to the Weekend 7 Questions. Today with Professor Giovanni Orsina from Rome. Giovanni, Mario Draghi's new government was sworn in last Saturday. Will it bring some stability to Italian politics?
Unfortunately, the short answer is no. It will bring stability for a few months because it has kind of frozen the political struggle. But the roots of the Italian political instability are deep, and only structural reforms will be able to fix that, not a temporary suspension of political struggle.
Now, expectations are very high. What should Draghi do to succeed? And what should he avoid doing in order not to fail?
He needs to tackle very effectively the immediate challenges, which means the vaccination program and the planning of the Next Generation EU program. And if he succeeds in that, then this is going to be a successful story. He must avoid the political traps that are all over the place. That is to say, avoid confronting the politically more sensitive elements that can create tension in his majority.
After the five-star movement, Salvini's League now also seems to have embraced the pro-European cause. How would you interpret this conversion?
Well, the pandemic has really changed everything, and the Next Generation EU also has changed everything. The pandemic is calling for a more responsible behavior, and the Next Generation EU has actually deeply changed Europe. So Salvini took some time, but has finally adapted to this new condition. Of course, whether this is a permanent conversion needs to be seen in the coming months.
Yet, not everybody joined the cause. Meloni's party, the Brothers of Italy, put itself outside of the new all-in majority. Why?
This is first because Meloni's party was actually born against Monti's government. So opposing technical governments is in their DNA, but also because I believe Meloni wants to profit from the possible disagreements that Draghi is going to create. So she's basically creating the possibility for an electoral growth if Draghi is going to fail, or at least to create unhappiness in the country.
Now, if you had to imagine the future center-right coalition, would it be leaning towards the center or the right? And will it be again reunited?
This depends on two major conditions. The first is the success in dealing with the pandemic and the success of the Next Generation EU. If there is success there, then I expect a more moderate right-wing coalition. But if there are failures, then voters may ask for a more radical right-wing coalition. Whether the coalition exists at all also depends on the electoral system. And this is still unclear in Italy when and which system we are going to vote.
Now, Draghi has the highest appreciation rate at European and international level. How is this going to play out when it comes to Italy's role on the international stage?
I think there is a major opportunity for Italy there, also in connection with the changes in Germany and also the elections in France. So there is the possibility for Italy to play a more assertive, a more effective role in the European and international environments. This also depends, however, on the political strength of Draghi's government, that is to say, whether the political parties of the majority will understand this opportunity and allow Draghi to profit from it.
And finally, a comment please on Draghi's absence from social media. Is this suggesting a new communication strategy based on the principle less is more?
For the moment, I would say yes. For the moment, it seems that Italians are fed up with the over-communication of political leaders, and they relish the absence of communication on the part of Draghi. That being said, communication is a substantial part of politics today, so Draghi will have to find a way to confront that kind of challenge and that arena. We shall see in which way in the coming weeks.
Thank you, Giovanni. Grazie mille, professore. And thank you all for watching. See you again next week with another surprise guest.